if we can scale a figure by ratio, we can also use that ratio to find its scale factor that it's being scaled by as well. And many people prefer this way of scaling a figure. So let's look at this example. You have 8 on one side, and you want to figure out what the length of this other side is on the enlarged version of this smaller square. Now our ratio, they tell us, is 4 to 7, small to large. So where originally we had a size of 4, it will become a size of 7. But we see a size of 8 here. So one way we can think about this is how many times larger is this figure than this figure? So when I say how many times larger, I'm actually talking about a scale factor. And just like factors and how many times larger, we're thinking of multiplication, really. So how many times larger is this mystery length than 8? Well, I can also look at my ratio that represents this and say how many times larger is my large than my small? How many times larger then is 7 than 4? Well, let's look at that. How many times larger is 7 than 4? 4 times what equals 7? Well, I could figure that out actually by doing a little bit of division, because 7 divided by 4 will give me this question mark. So let's just do a quick 7 divided by 4. 4 goes into 7 one time, and gives me 3 remaining. Now I have to add a decimal and a 0 here, so it's still 7. 7.0 is still 7. I put that 0 there. 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4, 28, gives me a 2. And then it looks like I have to add one more 0, and that will drop that down to 20. Here we go. 4 goes evenly into 25 times, as we can demonstrate. So that means that 4 goes into 7 1.75 times. That means that this number is exactly 1.75. So that means 4 times 1.75 is 7. That means that's the larger figure is 1.75 times larger. This is called a scale factor. And what that means is actually I could take any piece of this square, multiply it by 1.75, and get the enlarged version of that piece. So I could take 8, I can multiply it times 1.75, and get my answer, which will equal 14. So 14 is my mystery length. Now let's say that I had a length here of 10, and I wanted to know this length. Well, if I took 10 and I multiply it times 1.75, my scale factor, that would equal 17.5, and that is my mystery length. 17.5 by 14. That's how you use scale factor and derive it from a ratio that they give you to find a missing length.